fucking heal totem obnoxiousness.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go ahead and start an arena run.
Nice.
Hunter, Paladin, or Warlock? I just did Hunter. I'm gonna try Paladin, I think.
Holy shit. 2 feral spirits? That's obnoxious bullshit.
Oh
Oh,
man.
right. It's constructed. I forgot.
Argent Commander, I think is definitely the pick here. Sword of Justice, Lay on Hands, or Sea Giant? I think Sword of Justice.
Sorry, what was the question?
Sword of
Oh,
Justice, Lay on Hands, or Sea Giant? I'm pretty sure Sword of Justice.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's sort of justice.
Magma Rager, Direwolf Alpha, or Booty God. I don't like any of these.
What was it
Direwolf,
again?
I guess. Magma Rager, which is obviously no. Direwolf Alpha, or the Booty Bay Bodyguard.
Um, I mean, the booty bay do have taunt, which is kind of, at least, kind of makes up for something. Not a lot, but something.
Yeah,
Although, I don't think the wolf alpha is that bad. I don't know why you don't like him so much.
just because it's kind of slow. I
I
don't
mean,
like
he's
it
2 for
on
2 2,
I don't, yeah, but 2422 is kind of garbage.
but
Uh,
he's got a good effect, yo.
it's okay, but it's like not a turn 2 play I would really be happy with. Because if the opponent plays a 2-3, then I'm boned. But yeah, Venture Code is definitely the pick here, I think. Ironforge, Dark Iron Dwarf or South Sea, Dark Iron Dwarf. Blessing of Wisdom, Argent Squire, Wind Fury Harpy. How do you value Blessing of Wisdom?
What's it up against?
Argent Squire and Wind Fury Harpy. I'm really
The Squire, the
tempted.
1/1.
The 1/1 Divine Shield.
Um,
I think it's better, probably.
I've, I've, hmm. I mean, so Blessing of Wisdom is good, obviously, if it, you have to be slightly on the up, and if you are slightly on the up, then it just pushes you over up.
Well,
Um,
the way I see it is, Blessing of Wisdom, like, I can use it on one of my guys to get cards, or I can use it on one of the opponent's
right,
guys so that they're like, okay, well, I probably shouldn't punch you with this,
right.
which I think is nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
Blessing Wisdom. Fast
and
Wolf Warlord, Magician Warden, Argent Squire, Fast Wolf Warlord, I think definitely.
I played an earlier one today where somebody, um, brain not working very well. Where there was a pally that you just put it on a big dude and it was bad. I also played a priest arena today. I didn't see a single shadow or death or pain.
Oh man, that sucks.
I mean, I managed to go 3-3, but that was pretty terrible.
Oh man, Consecrate obviously pick here. I think Consecrate is pretty much an always pick. Equality, Defender of Argus with Sunwalker. All of these are really solid.
Ooh.
I think Sunwalker I like the least just because it's the most vulnerable to silence.
All right, wait. Let me. I mean, how many consecrates do you have?
I mean, just one right now, but I'm only on my ninth pick.
Um, that quality is so good.
I'm honestly thinking Defender of Argus or Sunwalker though.
Is defender the one that gives plus plus or no?
Yeah, it's plus one to adjacent minions and they get taunt. That
Yeah,
seems really good, especially on
yeah.
a
No,
Paladin.
that works for sure. I mean, if you're playing with Sword of Justice, you probably take that.
That's true. Okay. Argent Squire Bloodsail, Raider with Spiteful Smith. I still really don't like Argent Squire much. I mean,
which
it's
one's that
fine
one?
if it's just 1/1 Divine Shield.
Oh,
Bloodseal Raider 2/3 gain attack equal to the attack of your weapon. I actually don't have any weapons that are good for that kind of synergy yet. Just Sword of
that Sword of
Justice.
Justice, man.
So it becomes 2/4/3/3, which I mean that's okay, but Sword of Justice I can play it only as early as turn 2 if I coin. So then this will be my turn 3 play. Basically get 4/4 actually. No. Yes, a 4/4. That's kind of nice, but Spiteful Smith I think is really solid too.
Where's your curve look like?
Uh, it looks mostly flat for right now, but I got a little bit on the 4 and 5.
Because I've started thinking, that I'm agreeing with the I'm not sure what just happened in the stream there, but uh, where everything should be like 4 or 5, or sorry, like 3 or 4ish, like 2, 3, 4 is really where you want the stuff, and you really want to just come up on trades to keep the board open for you. It seems to be good.
I think Spiteful Smith is a much better card though.
Go for it, man.
Okay. 5/4/4/6 is bad. It's like a turn slow Yeti, but with a little bit more health, and it has a not a battle cry, an enrage, which can sometimes be helpful on a paladin. Bloodfen Raptor, Loot Hoarder, Bluegill Warrior.
Wait, what was it up against besides the equality?
No, it wasn't up against Equality. Equality is rare. Spiteful Smith was up against Bloodsail Raider, the 2/3. It gains
Oh,
attack to, and
yeah,
Argent Squire.
that guy. Gotcha.
Bloodfen Raptor, Loot Hoarder, Bluegill. I think Bloodfen Raptor is still really solid. The Loot Hoarder can also be handy, I guess.
He draws you the card, right?
Yeah.
I kind of, well, if the board is clear, obviously 3/2, but if the board is not clear, I prefer the Loot Hoarder because it can pretty much kill anything of equal mana cost, but also replaces itself. So,
Yeah, it usually does kill things of equal mana costs. Kind of feel like the times when it won't will be annoying.
true, but you get your investment. Well, you get your card back.
Yeah, but then you also go slower,
That's true.
which I don't like. I don't really... I think I'm gonna go with Bloodfen,
Sure. What was the third choice?
Bluegill Warrior, which is alright, but I don't
Which
think
one's
it's
that
as
guy?
good. It's just the 2/1 charge. Yeah, Bloodfen.
Oh,
Ooh,
sweet.
True Silver Champion, obviously, gotta get that. Another Sword of Justice? That or Blood Knight.
um, I'm pretty sure the button plus 2 swords is like.
Blood Knight can be very useful, but it's more situationally useful. Like when Blood Knight really gets going, it has the potential to be so much better than Sword of Justice, I think. But Sword of Justice is more consistently amazing. Right?
I'd say take the second sword.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just cause that button, man.
I already did pass up a lot of Argent Squires, which would have been great with Blood Knight, but I didn't pick them, so Sword of Justice it is. Ooh, another Consecrate, Fey Dragon, or Stranglethorn. I'm actually not entirely sure. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's Consecrate, but...
Say it again, sorry?
Fairy Dragon, Consecrate, Stranglethorn Tiger. I'm 75% sure I should go Consecration here.
Oh, yeah.
Stranglethorn
Especially
is
it's your
also
second
nice,
one?
but... Yeah, my second one. So, I think I definitely still have room to pick up more Consecrations. Stranglethorn, I mean, I like Stranglethorn a lot, though. And Fairy Dragon is also solid, but I'm gonna go Consecrate. Light's Justice, Silverman Guardian, or Flesh-Eating Ghoul? I kind of like Flesh-Eating Ghoul because as a paladin, I'm going to be pushing the button a lot, right?
What were
And
the other
those,
two? I'm sorry.
Light's Justice, which is the 1/4 weapon for 1 mana.
Oh, I don't like that very much.
I think it's okay. I don't like it a whole lot, but it's like a pretty solid turn 1 play because it's got 4 charges, so then you can swing basically whenever you want.
Fair enough.
Uh,
Um,
Flesh-Eating Ghoul, I think, is really good on a paladin, though.
Having the extra toughness from what's its face is pretty good. The sword, if you get it.
That is true. And actually, I already do have 2 Swords of Justices and um, a True Silver. Wait, what's it called? True Silver Champion. So I don't really want to grab too many weapons because if I draw this when I already have a weapon, it'll be
I mean, it
rather
still won't be
unfortunate.
awful. It'll just be less awesome.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Light's Justice is only good early game, right? You don't want to draw it
Sure.
late game because that 1 damage is,
Yeah,
like,
no.
almost never going to make a difference.
And I never really picked that thing either,
Yeah, that's true.
personally.
I really like having the early game, but flesh eating.
Man, it is really hard to play 2 games and talk about draft picks at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, flesh eating it is. Plus, it's a 3. Oh, dang, this is a hard pick.
So,
Okay, Consecrate versus Cult Master versus Harvest Golem.
uh,
I'm pretty sure I rank Harvest Golem higher than Cult Master, and I also rank Consecration over Cult Master.
how much card drawing do you have in your deck right now? Oh wait. Oh, if
0?
you're not gonna pick Cult Master, I would take the third Consecrate because really that third Consecrate, it's just because you throw your 2/2 dude from the sword at a guy and then you just polish it off. You know, it's like it's really good cleanup.
Harvest Golem is so solid, though. It's so annoying to deal with. You know?
True, but Consecrate turns the game over.
That
Like
is true.
single-handedly. Like you draw it and you're going to turn the game over at some point. It might
Oh.
turn back, but you can't really do like a whole lot about that.
I'm also glancing at this guy's tier list for Arena. They're both top tier picks,
Well, yes.
which makes sense because they're both just
Amazing.
so amazing. Oh god, Harvest Golem is just so like, oh, it's like a 4/4 for 3 mana basically, except it's split up into 2 creatures and the other one only appears when the first one dies, which is so good. Okay, I'm gonna get another Consecrate, but I don't think I should get any more Consecrates.
Dude, I almost feel. I mean,
I mean, my curve is looking kind of funky. I have a lot of 4s.
the thing with Consecrate is if you get a fourth Consecrate, it's fine if it 1-for-1s, but usually it's going to do more than that, right?
True.
Having the fourth one is pretty much just like, oh, I need a Consecrate. Oh, look, I have one. That's convenient. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. I really like removal, though.
Yeah.
That's from playing lots of Magic.
Hmm. Only thing I don't like about Consecrate is just that, like, you can 1-for-1 with it, but it's a little bit harder because it's only 2 damage.
True.
But I mean, I guess I really shouldn't be complaining because Consecrate is still like grade A removal in this game, even if you compare it to swipe and stuff. Although I still like swipe a little bit better just because it's more versatile, I think.
Haha, dude played
At
2
least with
Blood
spell
Imps,
power.
double Whirlwind. I had to take 2 points off my Yeti, but totally worth it.
Blood Imps are just too annoying to deal with, so yeah.
It's really convenient that I had that in my hand.
I'm not sure here. Ancient Mage, Ravenheart, Assassin, or Blessed Champion. Ancient Mage could be
Which one's
handy with Consecrate, but
which one's the champion?
a Blessed Champion is double minions attack 5 mana.
I'd say given that you have 3 consecrates, you take the ancient mage, but you don't play it until you're gonna play consecrate, obviously. Is that 4 damage to everything? Like you got a flame strike for what, like 9? The first time?
Wait, sorry, what?
So presuming all right, let's just suppose that you only get, on average, you have 1 dude next to the thing.
Okay, sure. Then my Consecrates go up to 3 damage.
That 3 damage consecrated? Plus that just means you can just pick more consecrates.
I kind of feel like maybe I should try and find a different spell power minion though, because I don't know how I feel about Ancient Mage. I think...
Well, again, Ancient Mage is, it's like you gotta play it the turn you play the spell, obviously. I mean, you can... It's obvious, it's a lot less good if you don't, right? Like, you never want to lead with it or anything, obviously.
I don't know. Like, thing is, I like Kobold better than Ancient Mage, just because it's 2 mana, so it's easier.
Yeah, no, I know. That's true. But it's real nice that you can get the 2, because that Consecrate becomes a Flame Strike, yo.
I'm lacking a little bit in endgame punch, I think. So I'm thinking Ravenhold Assassin, maybe. Because Ravenhold Assassin is so
Dude,
hard to deal with.
Your endgame is Swords of Justice, yo. Swords of Justice dudes.
Man, I don't know about that. Like, I'll Bolterfist Ogre, 1 Stormwind Champion, which is pretty great because I already have Swords of Justices. Argent Commander is more removal than endgame. I have a Venture Code, but that I would consider that more of a mid-game card.
I mean, it's up to you, but the way I feel about, well,
I also don't want to pick a whole lot more 4 costs because look, I mean, look at this. It's got like a little mountain going on. It's going up, then goes back down.
I don't see anything right now.
Oh, you sure? It's I'm looking at the Hangouts. What? 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 Okay, hold on. I guess I gotta call Vaj up again. Okay, Vaj, where are you? Got a call. Oh, dang. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Apparently that's what happens when you do that.
Wait, what happened?
I hit refresh in the video call window thing.
Oh. Oh, hold on, let me put up the screen again. Hearthstone. There, can you see it? See? Kind of peaks off in the middle there, which is why I'm thinking
That's not a terrible peak in my opinion. You can honestly, I feel like, how many you got? A couple. I feel like Blessed Champion might even be better here, just as the surprise factor, because you know the Ravenhold is coming. Although I guess you can't target him, so.
I don't like Blessed Champion that much. Like, I much prefer Blessing of Kings, because Blessing of Kings is usually what Blessed Champion does, except better, because it also adds toughness and it's also cheaper. Like, I need a minion with 5 attack or more for Blessed Champion to do something that's better than Blessing of Kings, and it still doesn't add toughness.
Fair enough. I mean, pick the Ravenhold. I think you're decided already, you know?
Okay, fair enough. Repentance is pretty gimmicky, I think. People can play around it. Raging Worgen, I think I'm gonna go for that. Or Blessing of Wisdom. How many dudes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4...
Double
5,
cleave the
6,
Infernal
7,
and the
8,
Succubus,
9,
and then poke
10,
it with a
11,
2/2 sword.
13. Wait, so what was that? You cleave and you what?
I double cleaved.
Oh, double cleave? It killed them though, right?
Yeah. Oh man, Chillwind and Priestess of Elune, that's not so good.
If it's in constructed, I'm surprised he picked Priestess of Elune. Well, actually, in Arena, I would be surprised as well, because I don't think that card is very good. What do you think? Raging Worgen or Blessing of Wisdom? Or Repentance, I guess.
Let me look at your thing real quick.
I think Raging Worgen. Unfortunately, I don't have any Blessing of Kings yet, so I can't go for any crazy nonsense.
But you've got two swords, so
Yeah, it kind of does a similar kind of thing.
it's. I mean, it makes it what 5-4 or sorry 5-3. That seems pretty good.
5-3 if it pings a
I'd take the
one
dude. He's
power card.
solid.
Yeah, Raging Worgens. Youthful Brewmaster, Nightblade, or Guardian of Kings. I think I might Brewmaster here. What can I Brewmaster? Not a whole lot, actually. Dark Dwarf, Defender of Argus, I guess. Frostwolf Warlord, maybe, but usually not. Not Ventrico, really. Argent Commander, maybe.
What are you talking about, Brewmaster?
Yeah, Youthful. I'm obviously not picking Nightblade, because Nightblade is ass. Guardian of Kings is also solid, I think, because the
I would take
surprise
the
heal.
Brewmaster. I think your tail end is large enough in this
That
deck.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Stormwind Champion, Ravenhold, Boulder Fist. I think that's pretty good endgame punch, and I'm really lacking on 2 drops. So Youthful, definitely.
I mean, if you get the bonus thing, you get the bonus thing for pulling a guy out. It also is nice to heal your dude. You just bash something and you just bounce it back. I found that to be pretty nice too.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is that it's a little bit slow. It's usually less slow with the Youthful Brewmaster though, because obviously Youthful is only 2 mana, so you'll usually have enough mana to replay whatever you just brought back. Wild Pyromancer here, I still need some of that early game punch, plus Wild Pyromancer is still solid. Ooh.
Probably
No, I just realized I have none of those guys which give Divine Shield as they come into play. The 2-2.
oh, the Argent Defender, yeah.
I'm
But you do
sad.
have two Swords of Justice, so I
I
don't know
mean,
how much
yeah,
you
that's. I guess I shouldn't be complaining, but
can.
like, man, I would really like if I got like the entire Paladin, you know, arsenal.
I'd take Sen'jin here, maybe Bluegill, but
I don't have any taunt outside of Defender of Argus, but my early game is lacking a lot, which is why I'm kind of actually, early game Bluegill is not an ideal card anyway
no.
because it's
That
basically removal, right? That's
yeah,
all it
that
really
guy,
is.
that guy, the sergeant and the what do you call it? The heal 2 voodoo doctor guy. None of those. I don't want any of them in my opening hand. But played later, it's like awesome because it's like a 2-1 also that killed something. I would take Sanjin personally.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that. Real quick, I'm gonna see what this tier list says. It's probably not going to influence my decision on this engine, just because I feel like uh, I need to take into consideration all the other factors in my deck now that I can't just look at tier list.
I mean, I think it's the right play because you get early game rushed, you're gonna draw into your consecrate. So, like the thing with limited is like, yes, it to consistently pull a deck that will consistently rush aggro successfully, especially given 30 life, is kind of tough. I mean, it can be done, obviously, but the fact that you have 3 consecrates is, pretty much like, oh, you were
it's
trying to
like
do what?
solid anti early game.
Right. And that's what like control decks in Magic will do, right? Because they use Pyroclasm, right? 2 mana, 2 damage to everything, all dudes.
Man, I don't like any of these guys.
Uh,
Man, I
hmm.
think questing is the least shitty.
Yeah.
I mean, questing is okay, but not really in my kind of deck where the curve is fairly
I mean,
high.
you could take the Corsair really here if you want.
No, 1 for 1-2, and that's usually all it does. No. Questing, I think, is better here.
Do it.
Oh, goodness. Equality, questing, or Sunwalker? Should I pick the Sunwalker? I think
Dude,
it's so much better than questing. Equality is also pretty okay.
you should take the equality, because you got the equality consecrate. Wipe the board on their side, right? Like,
That is true.
how can you not?
Let me check real quick how many guys I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I could use a couple more guys, but I might run into more of them later. Okay, I'll go for equality. I hate all of these, except maybe Divine Favor. Angry Chicken, which is obviously never gonna pick. Secret Keeper, which is almost always terrible. And then Divine Favor, which is situational. And probably really bad in my deck considering the high curve.
Mm,
I think Divine Favor is really bad in my deck because of the high curve.
yeah. Uh,
Maybe
although,
Secret Keeper
if at least
just
if
so I have a little bit of endgame stuff.
also your shirt keeps flickering in and out.
I am alt tabbing a
Oh,
lot just to see.
I'd say.
Man.
I mean, you might take the secret guy. Just 1 for 1 2 is at least better than, but it's still not super good. I mean, I might honestly just take divine favor because there's at least a chance you draw 2 cards, and that's worth it.
Yeah, but if I only draw like one card, then it's completely worthless pretty much, because I would
Also,
have preferred to draw anything else.
well, what I mean, you drew your 1 2 instead. Like
I,
given the choices.
yeah, but like the chances of me ever going to get use of Divine Favor in such a high curve deck, like I don't have a lot of twos or threes relative to the number I have fours.
I mean, I mean, you might as well take the biggest butt if you're gonna not pick divine favor, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean I'm definitely not picking Angry Chicken because I don't have any way to buff health other than
Sword of
Sword of
justice.
Justice. Ooh, wow, give it one more health. So I have to trigger off of a 1 damage guy somewhere. Divine Favor or Secret Keeper? I don't know. Hard to say. Uh, I guess Divine Favor has... Is there... Maybe I could find a use for it late game, possibly?
I mean,
Probably
like
not, actually.
when you draw it, it lets you aggro your hand out, right? Like, that's the point. Because oh look, I've got more stuff.
Okay, fine. Divine Favor it is. River Crocodilus, Grazefin, Hunter, Stranglethorn, Tiger. I think Crocodilus here, so I get more 2-drops. Right now I only have 4, which is not very good.
What's the other ones? Yeah, that's solid. That one or the hunter. I would probably take the crop.
I think the Croc is better. Noble Sacrifice, maybe?
I like
Or
I
another
like get
Raging
down.
Worgen.
I
Huh?
like get down personally.
Get,
Although
I
the
mean, Get
second
Down is
organ,
nice. I think it can usually, if you play early game, it can usually go 1 for 1. How are my 3-drops? What do I have for 3-drops? I have Sword of Justice, which is a pretty, uh, okay 3-drop. I mean, I kind of need to have tempo, otherwise it's not terribly useful.
the sword. I mean, at worst you push button next turn and play a 2 mana dude, right? I don't know. It also procs with your noble sacrifice. Interestingly, if you take that,
That is true. I hadn't thought about that.
which may or may
Which
not be good depending on the situation, of course. But.
I think usually it probably won't make a difference. Because I feel like Noble Sacrifice is mostly an early game kind of secret.
I
Because you
I
want it
mean,
to be able to kill whatever it's intercepting.
what I like to do is like your dude has divine shield or something, and you just put that there because they're gonna try and hit it with like something shitty.
True. I don't have any Divine Shields actually.
Fair enough.
I'm kind of leaning towards Worgen, honestly, just because, I mean, it would have been great if I had Blessing of Kings, which I don't. But
You still have 1 pig, don't you?
Yeah, but just one. So chances are not gonna be a king's. Noble Sacrifice is definitely handy though. I
I
think I'll
like
go with Worgen, because I do only have 4 3 cost minions. So having an actual guy that will be useful, I think is generally gonna be more helpful. Last pick. Emperor Cobra here, definitely. Yeah, the others are terrible. Okay, finally got through the draft. Okay, I'm gonna end the recording here and then start it up when I actually start playing.